everyone. I'm Brian Sanford. Today we're diving into something every pet owner has wondered at some point. What is my pet trying to tell me? From wagging tails to sudden behavior changes, our pets are always communicating. We just have to learn how to listen. To help us unpack this, I've invited a great guest, Sajjad. He's a passionate about helping people understand their animals and has years of experience studying pet behavior and wellness. Sajjad, welcome to the podcast. How are you?
Thank you so much, Brian. I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here. This is one of my topic I would love to talk about it, and the changes the way people relate to their pets. I would like to put some lights and enlighten them um, with certain ways they can look at their pets and the behavior of their pets.
Yeah, that oftentimes is something that we don't really think about. I mean, if we just think that we bring a dog home and maybe we just scratch his ears for a while, feed him some food, and we think we're okay. And it's not exactly like that, is it?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
All right, let's jump right in now. Most of us know that our pets communicate, but we don't always know what they're saying. Can you break down some basics for us? How do animals speak without words?
Let's go this way. Like animals do communicate constantly through their body language, right? So that's something we humans should understand. Let's do a correlations. Like if at all we talk about humans, if we talk the 2-year toddler, if you are communicating with 2-year toddler, how would you communicate? It's the same way how we communicate with your pets. So the pets could, a 2-year toddler could communicate with you emotionally, or if it is hurt physically. So how would you communicate with your 2-year toddler? The same we communicate with our pets. The pets do communicate emotionally as well as physically, but it depends like how and the way they behave through their ears, their language, the body language. So all that you need to understand about pet is you need to be uh, very keen about knowing what how do they communicate through their body. So they can communicate through their ears, they can communicate through the tail, or they can communicate lying around their bodies, or they communicate through their voices. They can bark like the dogs, right? Or the cats, they meow and they purr. So these are different ways the pets communicate to you as a pet owner or as a pet parent. When you go very close to the pet, or when you understand your pet to an extent that it start communicating to you in a way that uh, it has been very bonded to you, it's been very close to you, so you need to understand their behaviors. Yes, so let's talk more about it.
I always got my toddler mixed up with my dog. Maybe that's why. So it's like a language that we've never really formally studied, but we live with it every day. So what about changes? Changes in behavior, like a dog that maybe suddenly starts hiding or a cat that becomes aggressive, maybe? What could be behind that?
So again, I said it's a very good question, the Brian. These are the signals sometimes that goes deeper. It could be emotional or it could be physical, right? So as a pet owner, that it could be anxious or it could be pain. That's what you need to understand. The aggression could be fear or it could be related to some discomfort, right? It's like a cat is hungry, or it sometimes there is a change in appetite. If you can see that in most of these dogs or cats, then energy level being going down. So these are the early signs of stress, illness, or aging, right? Pets are one thing which you need to understand very good at knowing the pet's behavior. They are very good masking their pains, right? So so they don't, it's more like if at all you're talking, again, let me correlate with a toddler. The toddler could, you don't know whether the toddler is in pain until it gives you some body language, or it cries. You don't even know that it has a stomach pain, or it doesn't know how to communicate to you. It's the same story here. The pets doesn't know, the pets cannot tell you I got a stomach pain, or I got hurt in my ear. It cannot communicate to you. All that it says, I will hide because my pain is my pain. I'll go and hide. So that's the first sign you should be very well aware of. The pet needs your help, right? So these are certain things that pets do communicate to you when they are having some changes, in their physical, they are hurt or pain. So it could be emotionally hurt or it could be physically hurt. Yes.
Wow, so it's not always a discipline issue, right? It could be a
Yes.
health cue. Hmm.
Yes, exactly, exactly. We should always pause and ask ourselves, what's behind this? What's behind this behavior? So
Hmm.
before reacting to your pet, yes.
Let's go a little deeper on that. How closely are health and behavior linked?
So now let's see. Now I do have two pets though. I have a calico, the cat. Both of them are a male and a female. We bought them just to live for them to live together, but they are siblings. They fight. They have their own emotions.
I love
Uh,
calico.
I do have, and I have what the tabby. The male is a tab. Yeah, he's so passionate. He's so cool dude sort of guy, right?
Yeah.
But he has UTI though. That's one of the sad part of it. He when I heard one of my vet talking about it, when I went to show him why, and asked him why does he have this UTI, he told me that who the doctor who might have neutered him, usually male cats, sometimes when they neuter and they get into some situation of urine blockages, and that's very been, it's been more common in male cats, and that's what he was also explaining me about my cat.
Is that the
So
UTI? What is that now?
urinary tract
Okay.
infection, UTI.
Yeah.
So I take a special care for my cat, giving her very special food. So here is the chemistry which I learned from my cat, right? The cat's food system, or the male, or you usually humans, our stomach has acid, so we need to feed ourselves alkaline. So it's a reverse way in the cats. That's what I learned from the vet. They are alkaline in their stomach. They have alkaline that they need to feed themselves acidic. So what sometimes we do, we feed some food are good though, which are cat friendly or pet friendly, but some food are not so good. So that's where I take precaution by my vet to take special care and interest. So I have a special food, UTI food, to my male cat. And he communicates whenever he has this, like, um, UTI. He goes and hides, and sometimes he goes and pees wherever he finds it, because it's so urging that he needs to pee out because it's blocked there. So
Oh,
he figures out some or the other way, goes corners of the home and tries to pee out. But it was like, now it's almost, touch wood, 3 to 4 years that I've been taking care with his proper diet and all. He comes to me, he says, I want to go out. It doesn't say I want to go out. He just says, he taps me and he meows me. I understand that he wants to go out. That's where the cats communicate. So, and I have this calico, the female one. It's a bossy cat. It comes to me when if I am not paying it attention, it just sits like, as if like I need an attention. It meows at me. Then I just says, Leah, what do you want? Then I have to go behind her. It goes and lies down on the floor and it says, massage me. I go and massage her body. So that's how the cats communicate to you. And when the cats communicate, they have all the trust on you. That's one thing I missed talking about it. The trust is the first factor that you have to understand when any pet, when you have to communicate with you, any of your pet. So if they don't trust you, they don't you will not be able to get closer to it. So the first factor what you have to factor in is the trust. You need to gain trust of the pet. Yeah. And the security though, that's another
yeah.
factor. Yeah, yeah.
So if I go bump into my wife on her leg and I lay down flat, I get my massage.
That's interesting question though.
Really, sounds like we need to become detectives, really
Yes,
paying attention, I guess.
yes.
So let's flip this over to the positive. What are some simple things that we can do to build stronger bonds with and relationships with our pets?
Yeah, as I said earlier, like, start with consistency. Like, you should be consistent with your pet. So what would anybody, bit human being, right? Why, if there is one human being you want to help, how would you react? How would he react to you if he feels secure enough to be around you and if he trusts you? It's the same story with any pets. If you are having that same way of communication with human beings, if the human beings want a trust and then they want to communicate to you, the same story with the pets. The sense of security is the prior, and then add to that an interactive play and training, right? So they need to trust you. They once they when it's not really stimulate their minds, but also create a sense of trust. So once they start trusting you, then it's like you are my father, or you're my mother, or you are my friend, sort of, right? Inside
Yeah.
their body or their mind. So that's something you need to reduce the fear and build confidence within your pet, and that's how you will be able to become very closer to them. So one tip that helps with vet visits, like gently practice touching their ears, paws, and teeth at home, so that it's not shocking during their complex checkups, right? So these are certain tips that you can follow with your pets, though. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice, man. So we're not really just managing behavior then. We're building trust and partnership with them, I guess.
I say my two pets, they are my kids.
Oh, yeah,
How do you treat your kids, though?
yeah, yeah.
So that's what it is. So if you have a pet, pet is not, you have not chosen the pet has chosen you.
Chosen you. That's so true. That's so true. Okay, let's have a little fun with this. I'm going to throw out a few common pet care myths, and you tell me and tell the audience here if they're true or false and why. So, do pets actually feel guilty?
False.
False.
What looks like guilt is really fear or submission, right? Pets read our body language and react to it. So how it's the other way too round. It's like we read their body language and they too read our body language,
Mm.
right? The process guilt, they do have emotions, but they are very reasonable, right? So they do a lot of reasoning. They're very logical too. So if there is like fear around, they know how to run and save their
Oh,
life.
so when I walk in and I see my dog in the corner looking at me, he's not necessarily guilty about something.
Yes, yes, yes. But he trusts though when he feels he can trust you. You are his whole world around. But
Yeah,
again, there are certain dynamics.
yeah, yeah. How about this one? Is dominance training the best approach?
Definitely not, especially when I have cats.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no. Maybe dogs, like dominance over dogs. Like again, you need to get around to get what they need, and they feel you can train them though that way. But cats, no, they are independent creatures.
Yeah.
Like I am on my way. If you are a boss, you are a boss of your own. I am not your boss. These are boss of
Yeah. Yeah.
your own.
So they're different. They're like cats and dogs, right? They're different.
They're different worlds as such. Like a
Yeah.
dog could be extremely loyal to you. When somebody you are in like bad situation, the dog can give a life, but cat will run away.
Yeah.
But again, it depends upon though how the cat breeds are and what do they do, how close they are with you, sort of, right?
Yeah. Okay, how about this one? Are all human foods bad for pets? I know you touched on this a little bit, but
Yes, yes,
is,
not all, not all. Again, I did touch on vet had told me
uh-huh.
the chemistry or the chemical the way their bodies are made. We are being made with acidic in our stomach, where we need to feed ourselves with alkaline food. The same other story around their stomachs are with alkaline, and they need to feed acidic. So
Right.
again, if at all we talks many times we talks about dog, they carrots, they plain rice. So people feed them, and they sometimes it's better to go to vet and have some certain suggestions, like how we have nutritionists. They too have certain vet plans what to feed them, because not all pets are same in terms of their body health conditions, right? You need to take care of that.
Right. Yeah. So how about certain breeds? Do they behave a certain way, a different breed?
There's no guarantee as such. Like I have American short hair. separate, right? So my other friend who has like I have even there is like a Bengal tiger. I find totally different world to the way they behave, right?
Yeah.
It's again the if I bring a Bengal tiger or sorry the Bengal cat in my home, so it's more the way you give an environment and how you train them. It matters a lot. And socialize. How do you socialize them? My cats, they literally. I think you should come once to my home. They literally talk to me sometimes. My
Wow.
if I say Chon Chon, where are you? It meows me around and says I'm here. Sort of. It's the I cannot understand what it says, but it does reply to my question though.
Yeah.
Right. So again, it's not genetic alone. The cats are very smart. Some cats, like Siamese cats, like they are a little bit higher IQ than some other cats. Like my cats, I can pause and say they are of IQ 2 or 3, but they do understand how. If I say I have fish at home, Chonchon, I have fish on the table, it does understand. It's so crazy about fish. It does understand that word fish.
Oh boy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Boy, this is a lot of good information here. Before we wrap it up, what is the one thing every pet owner should keep in mind?
I would say this, your pet is always communicating to you. So if you cannot spend time with your pet, it's something very sad story. It's more like your kids, right? You have kids and if you don't want to spend time with your kids. So first out, you need to spend time with your kid. Then the kid, I can say your own human kids or pets as a kid, they will start communicating to you when they build trust in you. So look at so through their body, once they have their communication, pause a bit, look at their body, their eyes, their behavior. Don't ignore them. They're small stuff. They will be like around you, they will be loving you, they will come around your laptop, twiddle around, they feel the heat of their laptop, they do all crazy stuff. Enjoy the world around them. It's like gift of life given to you around. Tune in, respond with love and awareness, and you will have a bond that's very, very unshakable. You will love them. Hmm.
That's very nice. That was beautiful the way you said that. So thanks for stopping by. And as we wrap this up, we'll tell our audience if you got value from today's episode, share it with a fellow pet owner and subscribe so that you don't miss what's next. So until time, Sajjad, thank you so much for stopping by. Listen well and lead with care. We'll see you later.
Thank you. Always my pleasure.